Get ready to get this L.
Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field.
Running back. Running back.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
To throw at the outset, here's Hurts. Oh, he's going to air it out
Pick.
right away. And
Oh.
that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
At the 21-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 30.
What the fuck?
Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown.
That's bullshit.
Yards. And the Eagles need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in
Get out of here, Brown.
Because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
And he will get in to make it 8-0. They wasted no time showing how aggressive they're going to be in this game. They get the quick score, and then they go for 2, CD.
Surf's up, partner. And when surf's up, you ride the wave. They felt great about that quick drive, put it in the end zone. Why not go for 2? They felt comfortable with the play call that they had.
And the home crowd loves it. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he'll weave all the way up to just a few yards shy of midfield. A great return.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how
You're not
about
gonna
the
get me on
response?
0. Fuck
Big
that.
time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Here's Darnold. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Give that sack to Kobe Dean. Third down and 13. Now it's Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. But man, his first throw, that nearly went the other way. Instead, it's 4th down. Darnold's going to stay out there. They're going to go for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Here's Hurts to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Devontae Smith, 44 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
I think we're sensing a trend here.
Oh, shut the fuck up. Get the fuck out of here.
After the first score, CD, I thought maybe they would kick the PAT here. No, they get 2 more.
No, they decided to really press the advantage because remember,
You know what?
getting the
You need to
2
shut
after
the
first
fuck
score,
up. It's only the
you've
first
already got
quarter.
the team back on their heels if they're going to mount a comeback. But to go up 2 scores and 2 two-point conversions, you've really got them thinking on the other sideline.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. A dangerous return man showing it here. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're already looking up at a 16-0 deficit. Still plenty of time to go. First quarter. What work to be done as they come up 1st and 10. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net them 23 and a first. Darnold now to throw. Going right back to Smith and Jigba. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Back to throw, Darnold. And complete to Smith and Jigba. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. First carry here for Kenneth Walker the third. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
To throw is Darnold. Now he'll tuck this and run. They'll get this one to Cup, complete. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Now Darnold. Open man is Barner, the tight end. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
That's another Seahawks first down.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 16-0. That's the score after 1 on EA Sports. Second and 7. Here's Darnold. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Play action. Here's Hurts. A heavy rush, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Here now a 3rd down and 8. Throwing is Hurts. got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. And they get 10 yards there and convert on third.
Got to give their offensive coordinator credit there. He got right into the head of the defensive coordinator because right on the heels of the sack on second down, he figured they were going to come at him hard again. And so he went ahead and hit what a brilliant call. Screen pass works well enough. They're able to pick up a first down. That's one way to keep that defense at bay.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Airing it out deep for Smith. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Julian Love picks it. And the Seahawks will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Darnold. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
They go play action with Hurts. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
2nd and 10.
Great, set.
Barkley inside handoff. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says. Hurts will throw. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
22, Seahawks 3. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
after the touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quit Smokey and the Bandit look. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Darnold. And his throw here's incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll set up a throw.
Now he's going to step up and run. Outright to Smith and Jigba.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football. But how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. From the 39, Darnold. That'll be caught. It's caught. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw here.
He finds Smith and Jigba in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown.
A great effort there as the first half is winding down.
And the Seahawks are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Myers connects on the PAT. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this.
Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. Looking here for Smith downfield.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Kobe Bryant.
And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Jake Elliott
The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. Two-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession. Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit.
It's second down.
Throwing on second and long. Darnold. On the slant, here's Smith and Jigba. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field, and now what he's trying to do.
He's got a man, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw here. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Straight ahead, Walker. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Tackle there by big Jordan Davis. Now 2nd and 9. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. His throw incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
A play fake, and it's Darnold. A quick pass to Cup. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
Seahawks, first down. First and goal, Seattle.
Here's Walker. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Now Darnold on 3rd and goal. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Seahawks take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Extra point up and through by Myers. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Yeah, I think the whole quarter. At least I scored.
Jason Myers to kick off.
Here's Myers.
I'm not the
now to kick
big
it away.
fool.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from my bass compressor. Ground control with a soul like Bowie, and I'll chop you up
ready at the line. This Philly offense set to go. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close. One-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Here's Hurts to throw. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
Hurts.
As he throws there, incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
He'll try to do it himself. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard fourth down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here.
A handoff. Barkley running left. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
They'll go to Barkley again. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the fourth quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
You won't. You won't. You won't.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, let's go. Trimmer.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Eagles are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead.
What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the fourth quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
17.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Gets around him.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Darnold.
Gets this complete to Shaheed. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
Well, they're not going to go quietly. That's a big play right there. 2 scores down. They're not out of this, but they've got to move.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Here's 1st down.
There's another Seahawks 1st down. A gain of 12.
Darnold to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. Looking for Cooper Kupp again, 2 in a row. And they'll get this down to the 10. This is 1st and 10.
1st down. A gain of 12.
Now Darnold. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Well, you don't have to beg the Philly faithful to make noise. On their feet for 3rd down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
I give it all away. You're like my reason for life when my dreams seem so far away. You give me all